Welcome to Middle School Science. I am Mrs. Tratner. This is an overview for all students in all middle school science courses, independent and virtual. So, science. What is science? Well, science is being curious about things around us, things that we can see and things that we can't see. So I want you to keep this in mind this year as we continue our journey through science. So if you don't make mistakes, you're doing it wrong. If you don't correct those mistakes, you're doing it really wrong. And if you can't accept that you're mistaken, then you're not doing it at all. So what you need to keep in mind, and what this poster is saying, is that we don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. That we are going to explore things together, and that the things that we don't have answers to, we're going to try to find those answers. And sometimes there's more than one, and that's okay. So what are the expectations on science? Well, there aren't that many, okay? Science should be fun, and we should be exploring things together. So really for me, the expectations are complete your assignments on time. That goes without saying. If you keep up with your work, you're going to do extremely well in science. Come and see me right away if you have a question, you have a concern, there's a problem. Don't wait until the last minute. I'm really easy to talk to. We can come up with a solution if there is a problem. If there is a concern, we will figure it out together. When you come to class, whether you're independent or you're virtual, participate. We try to do a lot of activities in class. We'll try to do some of the investigations together in class. And the best way to get the most out of science is to participate. Whether you write things on the board, or you use your microphone, or you just use chat. Okay? So make sure that you participate. Check your grade book on a weekly basis. To make sure that all your work is submitted on time. If you see something is missing, let me know, okay? If you think that you've turned it in, or you thought that you turned it in, but you're not seeing it, let me know. I keep up to date on the grade book pretty well. I will let you know if I'm behind, like if there's an investigation or a project that's due. It might take me a little bit longer to grade that, but I'm pretty quick on the turnaround. Make sure that your homework is completed to the best of your ability. Don't just skim across the top on it, or kind of put a half effort into it. I'll know, and I will grade it accordingly. So you want to make sure that you're always doing your work to the best of your ability. Now, something new this year for some of us, or all of us, will be Canvas. Canvas is our new LMS. It's the place where all of our curriculum is being stored. Okay, so all of your assignments are in Canvas. All of your course content is in Canvas. All of the announcements and all of your calendars. So it's really, really important, because this is a new system, that you complete the course that's called orientation before school starts. Okay, so you want to make sure that before September 2nd, you complete that course that's called orientation. That orientation course is going to take you through how to navigate Canvas. It's going to take you through how to email in Canvas. It's going to help you set up a Google folder in Google Drive and create a Google document. Okay, we do use Google Drive in science, so you want to make sure that you're setting that up. Okay, and the orientation course excuse me, will help you do that. So Google Drive. Google Drive, we do use. I like using it. It's a good way for me to send out information to you. I prefer that you email me through Canvas, but if you have to email me through your student Gmail account, that's totally fine. The orientation course goes through how to set up a shared folder. So make sure you do that, because you need to have a shared folder with me for science. So you want to make sure that it's labeled, if you're in earth science, and then your name. If you're in physical science, it should say physical science and then your name. Life science, and then your name. Okay? If you need help with that, it's not working right, whatever the case may be, I'm available to help. But that orientation course does go through on how to set that up. Canvas calendar. The Canvas calendar is awesome. The calendar will have, I put everybody into a section. You're either in Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. So the calendar will only show classes if you're on the Monday, Wednesday schedule. Then it will show classes for Monday and Wednesday. If you're on the Tuesday, Thursday schedule, it'll show it for Tuesday and Thursday. And what I do on the calendar is I list the lesson that's being taught and the assignments that go with that lesson. And then you'll also see the due dates. And the due dates will be on Friday again this year. And I'll explain a little bit more about that. But what's nice with the Canvas calendar, you can also turn on and off different calendars. So you're going to see all of your courses. But if you just want to look at science, you're just going to click off the other calendars and it'll only show science, and then you can turn them back on. It's awesome. So for independent students, I just want you to know that I have you on the Monday, Wednesday schedule. It's 2 lessons per week, okay? So the class that I teach on Monday is the same class I teach again on Tuesday. The class that I teach on Wednesday is the same class I teach on Thursday. You are always welcome to attend a class, okay? And the class times are posted on the Canvas page, on that home page for science. You can attend whatever class you want. Make sure that you're following the pacing as posted on the Canvas calendar. Independent and virtual students will follow the pacing on the Canvas calendar. Independent students may work ahead, but the assignments may not show up in the gradebook until I put them in there, and I usually put them in the week before. So like if something's due on Friday, I'll put it into the gradebook that Monday. So like if we have an assignment that's due, say, on Friday, September 5th, that assignment will go into the gradebook on that Monday, September 1. Okay, that's just an example. So you'll be able to see your grade, it just won't show up in the gradebook. Please, please, please remember you're always welcome to attend class, especially if we're going to start an investigation in class, or we're going to do a lab, like start a lab together in class. Totally welcome to come and get that started. You don't even have to tell me, okay? But independent students, 2 lessons per week. Monday and Tuesday, it's the same lesson. Wednesday, Thursday, it's the same lesson. Due dates, okay? Very similar to last year. Assignments will be due on Friday. I really want you guys to get your work done during the week. I don't want you working on the weekends. You should be able to go and have fun and do stuff. However, I understand that there may be other things that you do during the week, and you may need Saturday to do that work, or a little bit of Sunday to do that work. You will have until Sunday at 6 p.m. to turn in that assignment. So if something's due Friday, you'll have until Sunday to get it in. Independent students also follow this schedule. If there's an assignment due on Friday, you will have until Sunday to get that in. Investigations. Investigations are science experiments. And I call them investigations because we do a little bit more than just experimenting. We actually investigate why things happen the way that they do. So all investigation materials needed for the investigations in that unit are listed on the overview page at the beginning of every unit. So I tell you what investigations we're going to do and the materials that you need. Okay? You are responsible for making sure that those materials are there at the beginning of the unit. Create a box for science, or, you know, like you get a kit from the school. If you want to keep everything in there and put your investigation materials in there as you need them, you can totally do that. Do not wait until the investigation is assigned. You may realize that you've run out of something, or you need to run to the store, and you want to make sure that you're able to start that investigation when it's assigned. Not having the materials for the investigation is not an excuse for not getting that investigation in on time. You will not get an extension. Investigations don't go as planned, okay? And that is okay. So you just have to make sure that you come and talk to me. And maybe it's a matter of that you want to try it again. And so you may get an extension or need an extension if you're going to try it again. Maybe it just didn't work for whatever reason that it didn't work. That's okay. All you'll have to do then is maybe do a little bit of research and explain to me in the written part of the investigation why it didn't go the way it should have gone. And we can have a conversation about it, and I can help you through that. But it's really important to let me know that the investigation didn't work so we can try to solve that together. Okay, so in review, for all students, virtual and independent, make sure your homework is completed on time and to the best of your ability. Canvas has all of your content, all of your assignments, and all of your announcements. The calendar in Canvas will have the lesson that's being taught on that particular day and the due dates. Study hall, office hours, and my contact information is found on your home page in Canvas. So when you go to let's say Earth Science, my contact information is on that page. If you're in Life Science, my contact information is there. You need to make sure that you have all of the materials for the investigations for that particular unit at the beginning of the unit. Just to review for independent students, make sure that you're following the pacing guide on the calendar in Canvas. Remember, you will see the Monday, Wednesday schedule. 2 lessons per week, okay? Remember, you're always welcome to attend class. You can either let me know you're coming or you can just come. Totally up to you. And come and see me when you have questions or concerns, and make sure that you do that right away. Please remember, all students, independent and virtual, assignments will show up as being due on Friday. Assignments will then close Sunday at 6 o'clock. If there's a problem, you need to come and see me right away so we can talk about an extension or talk about what's going to happen. But you have to come and talk to me. Don't wait until the very last minute. And remember, we're going to have a great year in science, and science is awesome. Thanks so much, and I'm really looking forward to working with you guys.